the 14th there today, so started my holidays. A few bucks going up here. Just come back in that same spot where I hit that follow there the other day. Just in hopes that I can turn him up there, but again, not convinced, but you never know. So these bucks should be really starting to hit their peak now, but I honestly don't reckon they have yet, unless they're not going to go as hard as normal, which is possible, but yeah, they just definitely don't seem to be hooking right in yet anyway. So anyway, a little bit of light might fire things up too, you never know. We'll see how the day goes, eh? Definitely a few bucks in here. I just need to get an arrow in one properly. Bucks rolling around here. Can't see them ones fighting me. Firing them up, but big fella have been chasing. God, he's hard to see. Listen to that thing. Big fella I've been chasing is. You can't see him, he's straight over in there. stalled all up through here. You can see that big buck's antlers there. When I got in here, he's gone. He must have walked up in the hill with his toes. He ran down to chase them spikes and 2 more seconds and that arrow was gone, not even that. He just stepped forward and then went back in the hill there with them toes. So. I hope he comes back. Plan is I'll just sit in here till that wind starts giving me grief. I reckon that's him up in there. Just need him to come back to this scrape. I reckon he will. Just need this wind to hold out for me. There's another one down here with a heap of does and he's a proper shit bag. So, if all goes quiet and he's still here, I'll probably send an arrow at him, I reckon. Not him coming, but starting to roll back in, I reckon that's him grunting at the back there. He's a big one to do that. That chalky bucky come right into about 13, 14 yards, I reckon. He's right there in the oak tree. Soulmate still grunts up here every now and then, but not very often, So just leave this fella down here going off and hopefully it'll drag him back here eventually. So. Just had a mob of sound suckers come through here and they end up smelling me and bolted, so a bit worried what that wind's doing up in there. Sun's starting to hit her, so she'll probably start sucking up here. Anyway, see what happens. I might even get out of here, have a bit of a hunt up here and come back here later. Well, still sitting here waiting. Another buck's coming down the bottom there. Jesus. These things here are going mad, eh? Yeah, I'm worried my wind, most of them are stopped up here. I reckon my wind sucked up there, eh? So it's definitely starting to pull that way there. Our mate's more up here, but I reckon I'll give it another 10, 15 minutes and then I'll, yeah, might just back out if he go hunt somewhere else and come back and he might come back in on here hopefully. This is one starting to come back. I think it's a one. See girls coming through here. Buck just in here somewhere. Here he comes. Hopefully a shooter. Well, our mate's girl started walking off and he didn't like it. No wonder they get tired. He hasn't stopped, eh? Mongrel looking in. There's that many nice young bucks walking around here. If something doesn't happen here soon, I'll pop him, I reckon. Try to. Just want that big fella to come back here. Hey, bud. Our mate here just put all that effort in to keep them girls there and then just took off over to our mate there. Our mate's he's better looking deer anyway, so I might try and get an arrow in this fella. Because he's definitely not a good looking deer at all. He's an aggressive bastard. 25 yards. Big fella's a bit pooped, really. see if I can get to about there. Get a shot at him, I reckon. That one pine there covering his vitals. Narrowing that buck, 30 yards. See him crashing up there. Although I thought that when I hit that buck here the other morning, a touch high again, eh? I don't know what's going on there. A little bit of target panic back, I know that from using that fucking thumb release. Every time I pick it up, I say on here I never use it again, but I still do. That hard trying to shoot, line a gap up between the pines and then line up a deer's vitals and then pull through with the hinge release. Anyway, I'll sort it out. Got into 30, did hit a touch high, but it is pretty steep downhill there. I had it right on 30, so maybe that, I don't know. Let's look for excuses. It's actually 28.9, but that's, fuck, I can't shoot good enough to work out whether I'm within a yard. So. Anyway, I'm sure he crashed. I've still got my backpack way up in the hill here. I've got to go find it and then we'll go see if we can find him. Right, that buck was just bedded in here. I was up above him. He come down through here. He's just here, so he's only made it. Not far, 70 yards probably, and crashed. So he's not a giant. He was pretty dominant on that scrape. There's a lot of girls there. Like he had a heap of girls barred up there this morning. So some pretty handy young bucks circling around there, so whether it's the right thing to do or not, I'd knock him over and either that big fella I'm chasing on here might get a go at him, or a couple of them prettier young fellas, but I definitely think he's got a bit of age the way he's carrying on, so definitely an ugly head. Definitely an ugly head. Definitely got a bit of age there though, I think. How's that shot? It was pretty high there. I'll roll him over and see where it's come out. Anyway, I'll probably pack up now and I'll head to a different area, leave this. Either come back in the morning or give it a couple of days, and yeah, I'd like to get a crack at that big fella, so. Just honestly can't see that they're in full swing. Like, they're just gone quiet already. Like, they should be banging now, really. Anyway, see if I can find my arrow. My arrow is still in him, so it's going to be snapped anyway. Good stuff. Hopefully we can find some more. I probably won't hunt right into the afternoon here, but I'll yeah, have a bit of a go if they're going. They're going. I don't think it's really going to matter if it's laid over or not if they're hitting their straps. Sure that pig will go down. He stepped forward a little bit on that shot though. Still should have got him, I reckon. If I can find him up in that grass. There's that arrow out of him. Fair bit of blood on that, so should be a dead hog hopefully. Shot. Tiger up here in his nose. Well, it was a little sucker. I was going to walk past it to start with. Get him in the shade here, give you a better look at him.